What's up, guys? This is Crazy Awesome, and today we're going to be checking out Escapism. I'm really excited to hear this. This is kind of the acoustic version of Escapism. So I'm super excited to check this out. So let's just get straight into it. So let's go.
You have beautiful voices, everyone. Thank you for singing along. Very, very good Spanish. No!
Muchas gracias.
De nada. Oh, wow. Okay. We have one more song prepared for you, but before we do that, let's talk a little bit more. Why not? Now I always get triggered when I say more, because I feel like I'm like doing the song, and no.
Yeah,
no.
more.
But yeah, no, we're so
More's a
happy
good song,
that you're
though.
here with us. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This was very, very fun. And we're also going to be seeing you on tour, I imagine.
Hell yeah.
Yes, we'll keep seeing you.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Awesome.
This is not over yet, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll say goodbye with this last song that is called Escapism. But before we do that, I'm gonna brush up on it real quick because I have to learn it differently. And then next.
That was awesome.
All right. Can you cut me off? Let's do it. Get me out of my head. Drag me out of my bed. Make me move on to forget. There is time that needs to be wasted to feel something instead. I would dive in my own delusions, draping mirrors again, safe inside of my own illusions. It's the hole that kills you. So I close my eyes till it all fades.
Oh, nice.
Close my eyes, let it all fade.
Love those harmonies.
Trying again, but I'll just close my eyes till it all fades.
Oh, wow.
Stepping into
It really amazes me how strong Pal's voice is. Like when she's singing that, she is belting it out. And when you look at Pal, I guess like if you didn't know like they were music, that's the thing one of the things I think I love about The Warning the most. That is like if you look at them, they don't really look like they would, have like such powerful, strong like voices. But then when they go to perform, they blow your socks off, which I think is honestly the thing I love about them. It's really awesome. I wanted to take it back because Pal's voice is so strong. It actually almost like shocked me. It kind of almost like surprised me. Like I was like, oh my gosh, this kind of startled me a little bit. Like she has a really good voice. So yeah, I'm just gonna take this back a little bit because just listen to how she sings this. It's really amazing. So powerful.
stepping into the void, even if it amounts to nothing. Silence is to avoid, reaching out to hold on to something. I wish I could enjoy worthless means of communicating, words that only destroy.
Those are beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Fearing, oh, I just close my eyes till it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I want to take those harmonies back. That was great. That was fantastic. Oh my gosh.
I wish I could enjoy
That's beautiful.
worthless means of communicating, words that only destroy. Leave me
So good, man. So good.
fearing, oh, I just close my eyes till it all fades. And so I close my eyes and it all fades. Yet I'm still aching, breaking, trying again. But I'll just close my eyes till it all fades.
Oh wow. Oh man, that's so powerful.
The hope that kills you. Close my eyes and it all fades. And so I close my eyes and it all fades. And I'm still aching, breaking, trying again. But I'll just close my eyes till it all fades. Close my eyes and it all fades.
Oh, I love them breaking both the parts in. That's great. That was great, man. Wow.
That was incredible. I can't do it with my fingers. That was thank you so much. If you captured any content and would like to tell the world how fabulous they are, you can follow them at the Warning Rock Band. They also released an album. You know what? Every time I wear that, I'm sure you do. They recently released an album called Keep Me Fed, so be sure to check it out. I'm sure you have.
Already got it.
Yeah? How's the album?
Awesome.
Great?
Awesome.
Fabulous. I know you guys know all the words. I'd like to catch up. Number one. I mean, I have no words, right? And okay, now since all of you guys know what you're doing, right? When is their next show?
Wednesday, Liverpool. Liverpool, Wednesday.
Is anyone going? Okay. Okay, this is like a warm up. But they're doing another show next year.
Hey, had to cut the Chick-fil-A commercial off. Okay, so I'm actually gonna say like that was great. That was really, I love that. But I feel like I'm gonna say something that might irritate some people, so beware. But okay, so me personally, out of all the songs I've heard, I haven't heard the whole album Keep Me Fed yet. I've only reacted to a few, which I'm gonna listen to the whole album in one sitting, by the way. I've been super busy, but I hope I can do this within, I don't know, probably like within a few weeks, because I want to listen to all the Warnings albums in order so I can really get the full story. But what I was gonna say was that so far, I thought I wouldn't really have any critiques with it. My only critique with it is, like, my biggest issue with the songs I've heard on this record is, and I feel like it's just gonna also come up throughout the album, is the production. I don't like that they put a lot of like distortion, and they really touch up like their voices, like yeah, it just all of their voices. I know it's mainly Danny's singing, so I'm just gonna say Danny's voice when she is singing. If you compare it to like a lot of their previous work, it seems like they're taking a step like in more production, like they're putting more stuff on her voice, like more effects on her voice. And just even in the instruments, like as a whole, like it sounds more processed. It sounds more, which I get it. Like it, I get it. Like it's kind of, it sounds more, I guess, cleaned up and touched up to where it sounds more professional. It sounds, they're trying to make it sound like bigger, which I get that. But this is a personal preference thing for me. I prefer when you can just hear their voices more. I prefer when you can like hear the rawness, when you can hear you can hear the, you could hear the deviation from the notes, when you hear deviation from the key. I prefer when vocals are less touched up, when there's not like so much like compression. Like there's a lot of compression that's put into the mixing on this album. I think a lot more compression that's been put into their previous albums, and for me I feel like they're taking a step in the wrong direction when it just comes to mixing, because I don't like that it's getting more compressed and less raw and more touched up. That's the only critique I think I really have with the album. I'm enjoying the songs so far. I think the songs are good, but the only thing I just have to say about it is I don't really like when I sit down and listen to like How You Call a Dream or Automatic Sun. Those are such good songs. Like when you just listen to them from a songwriting perspective, they're great. But also when I hear them, I'm like, I wish I could just hear the rawness more. You know, like the rawness of the instruments, the rawness of her voice a lot more. But you can't really hear, you don't really get to hear a whole lot of it because it's so like touched up. It's very compressed. And you just have a lot of like added tone on the vocals when you don't really need to add a whole bunch of, like, they have great voices. Like when you listen to them here, it sounds great. It sounds really, really good. Like their voices are just like they worked to have such great singing voices, and I feel like that putting extra effects and like distortion and compression like on their voice just kind of takes away from it. I don't really think it's adding to it in the album. Like when you're listening to the album, I think it kind of takes away from like the rawness, the pure rawness and power that their voices really have. And sometimes you can still kind of hear it like on the record. I'm not saying it's not there at all. Like you can definitely hear it a little bit, but for the most part, like I just don't really like how the album is mixed. It's not bad. I don't think it's bad. It's just a me thing. It's a me personal preference thing. I just prefer to where you can just hear like the rawness, the rawness of their voices, the rawness of their instruments. And I feel like everything is just becoming more compressed and, more distortion on it, which to me I don't prefer, but that's just a me thing. That's just a personal me thing. I've always this is a problem I just don't like with a lot of modern metal, modern bands in general. I don't like when they put a whole bunch of like effects or tones or or where they add extra stuff to the vocals that just makes it sound like less raw, like less like just more touching up. Like they're touching, but with the Warnings case, they're just touching up something that does not need to be touched up. It does not need to be polished. It doesn't need any extra effects. Like their voices are great, and I think if they just sang and maybe changed, of course, like it is important to go through your album and mix appropriately, but I think they should keep it like 80 to 90% raw, like in the album. And I just kind of wish that they did. They didn't quite go that direction, but that's okay. That's just a me thing. I still think I'm gonna enjoy this album a lot, but that's just a small criticism I have of this album. It doesn't take the enjoyment away. I still like the album a lot. So from what I've heard so far, I want to hear the entire album in its entire sitting. But anyways, I know I've been kind of ranting on that, but I don't know. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't really know. Just let me know in the comment section below. But I don't say this to I'm not trying to be hateful or disrespectful. I'm just trying to say that it's just a me personal preference thing. I just prefer like when things sound more raw, like especially like when you hear, like, listen to their voice live and then listen to them like in the studio. It's like a completely different feel. Yeah, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, or I don't mean to like upset anyone, but I wish, as I said, and the songs are good. Some of the songs, like, man, How You Call a Dream, Automatic Sun, great songs. I just wish that it had less like production, like behind the voices and behind like the drums and the guitar, because I really feel like it would sound a lot better, in my opinion, if you just put less. Like, I feel like less is more, especially in this case, because they already have so much to offer with their their amazing instrument playing and vocals. So anyways, let me know how you feel about that. But this performance in particular was really, really good, though. I enjoyed it. No critiques or criticism with this performance. It was honestly really good. I can't really say anything about it because it was just a very solid, very, very good performance. The vocals were great. I love the back and forth vocals. I love how powerful Pal and Danny's voice were, and I think Ale was singing a little bit. Like, Ale is always so quiet. It's actually hard to tell like when she's singing and when she's not. Sometimes I can hear her and I'm like, ooh, that's kind of nice. But then there's some instances in this case where I'm like, is she singing? Like, I think she's singing because like I think her mouth is moving, but then I don't know. So she's like the introvert of the band, which is fine. Like I that's fine. But But yeah, anyways, that was a really good suggestion. Thank you so much for the suggestion. And yeah, how are you guys enjoying Keep Me Fed? I'm enjoying it. I think from a songwriting perspective, from a lyrical perspective, I think it's good. I think it's pretty good. But just from a mixing perspective, I just kind of prefer their other work that I've heard before on the previous albums, because to me, it sounds like it has less production behind it. But anyways, just let me know how you guys are feeling about all this stuff. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for all the subscriptions, and it really means a lot to me. I'm really enjoying checking out this Warning content. I can't wait to listen to all of their albums, from their first album all the way to their latest album, Keep Me Fed. So let me know how you guys feel about all that stuff. With that being said, you guys take care, stay awesome, and rock on.